Please welcome Ms. Maud Olofsson, Minister for Enterprise and Energy and the Vice Prime Minister of Sweden. Welcome, Maud.
As you can hear, we have worked on all levels to align the Swedish sustainability ambitions to ensure that we can be tough on the European and global arena. At the end of last year, Europe set up tough objectives to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, a process in which Sweden played an active part. The EU, as most of you know, decided on a 20% reduction of emissions by 2020, or 30% within an international framework. We also introduced targets for energy efficiency and renewable energy by 2020. To meet these ambitious objectives, my government earlier this month presented a new cohesive climate and energy policy, the most ambitious climate and energy policy in the world. We propose a 40% reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, at least 50% renewable energy, and 20% more efficient energy use by 2020. Our vision is to have a net emission of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere by 2020. And to achieve this, we have decided upon 3 priorities. Firstly, the use of fossil fuels for heating will be phased out by 2020, and we are already well on track. Secondly, by 2030, Sweden should have a vehicle stock that is independent of fossil fuels. This will require technology development and setting up new infrastructures for non-fossil vehicles, both here in Sweden, in Europe, and also globally. Thirdly, a third pillar of electricity production should be developed that reduces our dependence on nuclear and hydropower. To that end, cogeneration, wind power, bioenergy, and other forms of renewable energy should be further developed. To reach our goals, targets, and priorities, we have introduced 3 action plans. One for a fossil fuel independent transport sector, one for the promotion of renewable energy, and one for increased energy efficiency. These action plans include measures on different levels, such as a new planning framework for wind power, giving investors the necessary certainty with regard to land use planning, authorization, procedures, etc. This is only the beginning. There is a potential for more growth, and for many reasons, not least because we need breakthroughs in technological innovations if we are to make serious cuts in greenhouse gas emissions. And secondly, as governments around the world are trying to revive their economies, they are investing heavily in low-carbon economy. The bank HSBC estimates that governments around the world have allocated more than $430 billion in key climate change investment teams. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all seize the golden opportunities and start a green industrial revolution, creating new jobs and economic growth. We need to step up the transition to an eco-efficient economy for the sake of our countries, our climate, and our economies. We can be role models, and I need your help in promoting this. We know that many countries nowadays are afraid of the so-called carbon leakage. Therefore, all of you need to send the vocal and clear signal to your decision makers that you still stand up for the future. We need you all, because the answer is global. We can find pieces to the answer all over the world. We need innovators like you that can come with new technology that solve the future problem. We need brave political leaders that make decisions and are brave enough to show leadership. And if we do this together, we can change the world for us and for the coming generations. Thank you very much.